It is Therapy Thursday, a day where we answer your questions with the help of our friend, Dr. Brenda Lloyd Jones from the University of Oklahoma. Always good seeing you. Thanks for coming in this afternoon.
My pleasure, Tatum. Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Let's jump right in. Our first question is from Norma. Norma says, during a recent conversation, my friends discussed their Halloween costumes for an upcoming party hosted by a friend who was not present. I had not received an invitation. Is it appropriate to ask the host of the party why?
Well, Tatum, I think you know my response will be, yes, it's appropriate to ask. Can you imagine how much space not being invited is taking up in her brain? She's wondering, did I do something? Why wasn't I invited? So she wants to initiate a private conversation with the host and ask, really express her desire to attend the party, tell her the scenario. She was with friends and they were talking about it, and gently asked about the invitation. Now, the important piece is that she has to be open to the host's response, whether the host was deliberate in her choice or it was simply an oversight. She needs to be open to that. I would want her to know that she should ask, and she should be gentle with her ask, and she should be open in the future to other invitations should the answer be something she doesn't prefer. Or if it is an oversight, she should certainly accept it graciously,
yes.
Not as if it was on purpose. Here's the heart of the matter. Asking is important, and do not be afraid to ask a question.
Communication. That's always what it comes down to. Here's our next question. This is from Jade. Jade says, next month marks the 4th anniversary of my 12-year-old child's death. I often feel deeply sad during this time and tend to decline invitations and overlook messages from friends. How can I explain this to my friends?
Well, first and foremost, I want to express my deepest condolences to Jade, because this is a tough time for her, as she explains. And I would suggest that she even compose a group text and state something to the effect that she shared with us. This is the 4th anniversary of my child's passing, and during this time, I am sad and typically take a little time for deep reflection. I may not answer your correspondences right away. I may be a little lax and not even accept invitations, but it's not a reflection of our friendship.
Yes.
It's the way I cope. It's the way I deal with this traumatic incident and during this time. And so I appreciate your friendship and your understanding. And when I'm ready to reconnect, I'll reach out. You know, one book that I find very useful is called Healing After Loss. And this book is great because it contains daily meditations. And so you don't have to sit and read an entire chapter, but as you need affirmations, as you need to feel lifted, you can access that book. And it doesn't matter the kind of grief. It doesn't have to always be death. It could be loss of a job, loss of something dear and near. The heart of the matter is to communicate, as you mentioned earlier, to your friends, because they are your friends, and she could set an example for others who may feel similarly,
Absolutely.
but they don't know how to address it.
Always great insight. Thank you so much. If you have a question that you would like for us to consider for next week, send us an email to therapythursday@griffin.news.